In today's video, we're going to be discussing why you want to get pre-approved for a home loan before you start shopping for a new home. Let's get into it. The first problem that can come up is that you'll be disappointed and frustrated with the home buying process because you've probably seen a home that you're interested in buying and now are excited about it. You've contacted a realtor, they've taken you out, they've shown you the home, and you think, this is my dream home, this is where I want to be, let's make an offer. The problem is you're not pre-approved, and the sellers and the seller's agent aren't going to take your offer without a pre-approval letter. So you're going to need to contact a mortgage broker and then fill out an application and then submit your documents. Once you've done that, then the pre-approval process starts. You can figure out if you can get qualified for that loan or not. So we really don't want you getting disappointed, because that's the last thing in the world you want in this process, is to see something you love, not get it, and then you're upset about it. Second of all, if you're not pre-approved, you don't know your budget. You have no idea how much money you have to spend on a monthly mortgage payment. So we need to figure that out. That's one of the main reasons you want to get pre-approved. Also, your realtor has no idea what price range of home they should be showing you. The pre-approval will let them know that. It'll say they can afford this much of a monthly payment. Without that information, you may be looking at homes that are way outside your price range. And that's not something that you want to be doing. That will lead to disappointment for sure. Also, the realtor doesn't know, based on your financial situation, whether they're going to need to ask the sellers for concessions, or if the lender's going to need to be looking at down payment assistance. There's also other factors to take into account, such as what's your credit score, what's your debt to income ratio. Does your debt to income ratio meet the qualifications for the loan program that you're trying to get into? What's your work history like? These are things that will become apparent during the pre-approval process. We also need to know if you have enough cash set aside to cover your upfront expenses as well as the rest of the closing costs. If not, seller concessions, down payment assistance may be something that we need to look into, but we don't know that until you've gone through the pre-approval process. Also, if the seller's not willing to give concessions or you can't get down payment assistance, you might want to seek a family member that could help you with gift funds. Gift funds are a great way to get some cash together. But we're also going to have to do some background checks on where that money came from, and they'll have to sign it over to you. But this will make itself apparent during the pre-approval process, so it's more information that we're going to need. There's really three things that you want to do when you're beginning the pre-approval process. First of all, you want to register with optoutprescreen.com. When your credit's pulled, the credit agencies are going to sell your information to telemarketers, so you want to avoid that by registering at optoutprescreen.com. Second, you want to make sure that you've got at least $5,000 set aside if you're a first-time home buyer. You still may need down payment assistance and seller credits. So we'll look at that right there. You can see. And then the last thing, you want to speak with a mortgage broker, fill out your application, and then submit the requested documents that go along with it. This is how we begin this process. Once your broker has all of this information put together, they can get started on your pre-approval. All of this isn't done to frustrate you or make it more complicated. It's to help save you time, money, frustration, and disappointment. There's no sense running out and making an offer on a house, not knowing whether you can afford it or not, and the seller is most likely going to reject it because they don't know if you can afford it or not. So once you have that pre-approval letter in your hand, then you know what price range you can be shopping in, and you and your realtor can go out and shop house after house after house to find the perfect home for you, knowing that you can afford it and that this loan is going to happen. I hope you found this video informative. Be sure to like and subscribe. There's links to the videos that I mentioned before about opt-out pre-screen and having $5,000 set aside for first-time home buyers in the description below. If you have any questions, my contact information is also in the description below. Have a wonderful and blessed day.